What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, Max here. I decided to go live at the last moment. I was inspired, but I was actually watching a YouTube video. I don't want to be mean to Josh, to Den of Nerds, but it's just this type of thing drives me nuts with YouTubers. So I kind of wanted to do a fresh live reaction. I'm not planning on, hey, Talada, you could pop on if you'd like. If you'd like, I could use some company. I'm not planning on being late tonight. I'm sorry, I wanted to do a member stream, but it was storming out, and I was like, oh, it was like storming bad out. I was like, and my wife said, oh, we lost electricity for a little bit while I was at my parents'. I got home late, and I kind of wanted to react with this with all of you because I personally, I've interacted with Josh a few times. I've gone back and forth about his takes. I kind of like him now more than I used to, but still he's doing the YouTube thing that drives me nuts. And I actually am thinking about not streaming on X anymore either. Until there's more. I want to be YouTube exclusive because his video title is The Truth About YouTube and Why I Can't Do It Anymore. Oh, wah! Oh, wah! Like Voltaire says. Oh, wah! Life is hard. Jobs are hard. Everyone's having a hard time out there. And I think he's a little bit isolated and doesn't realize how the real world is anymore either. But honestly, knowing Josh, it's probably just clickbait. It's probably just clickbait. So Talati is here. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Happy Sunday, everyone. Jacob McKenzie's here. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate all that you do for the mailbag. Well, it popped in my, I was like, is this an April Fool's video? And I knew Josh is with the clickbait and he's so dramatic, but honestly, he's not any different than any other YouTuber. He's really not. They all do, a lot of the bigs do the same thing and complain about YouTubing. And it's just very frustrating for me because my situation, my personal opinion is I just retweeted, oh, Talati is here.
Hey.
Oh, wow, I like the hoodie. That's a
Yeah.
different look for you.
I know. It's let me just.
No, I didn't clickbait. I put the title of Den of Nerds video. I don't know what Talati did.
I don't know. I pressed the wrong button there. There we go.
Oh, okay.
It's daytime. You see, it's daytime. That's why I turned off the camera. Anyway,
I said mad reaction and future plans. Read the whole title. The Truth About YouTube and Why I Can't Take. The reason I put the title of I'll be real, Jacob McKenzie. The reason I put the title that he put first is it goes close to his video in the algorithm. If I put his title and then put mad reaction after. If I put mad reaction before, it may, it might make it easier on the viewer, but I also do want to get in the algorithm too. Yeah. And I'm talking about my future plans. My frustration is when I hear these big YouTubers whine. I mean, he's not a real big YouTuber. Is I would be doing more of this, And I can't stand the people that actually have this as one income. It is hard to have your only income social media, right, Taladia?
Yeah, I know what that feels like. Trust me, Max. Yes.
But when they complain about it, YouTubers complaining about YouTube is really annoying to me. It's like my pet peeve. Like I was thinking when I was working at my parents' house, man, I'd really like to get home on decent time and do a member stream. And it just didn't
Yeah.
happen. I mean, I could let members on now. I'll put the link in the community section. If you are a member and would like to come on, feel free, but it's just going to be a small panel tonight. We're going to react to this video, cover a few topics, and that's it. Mailbag. I did the mailbag. But
Yes. Which I
that's all I could do tonight because guess what? It's Sunday
yeah.
night and I work 10 hours tomorrow. I work 10 hours. So it's just
Yeah, I kind of figured when you put the members question or whatever, I was just like,
I was
is Max
debating
going
on
live?
whether I could finish streaming because I'm like, oh, it's Sunday night again. Where did my
I
weekend
was
go?
I was just like, okay, you know what? If Max is going live early, I'll come on.
Can I be real with all of you viewers?
Yes.
I'm struggling to get 20 likes anymore as well. So it's
I'm gonna
really
help you.
dependent on you viewers and the people on the replay. Like this video. I want to do more content. I'm never gonna quit. I retweeted Clint Eastwood. He's working in his 90s. He's like could barely walk around and he's still making movies because he loves it. You know, my regular job, that I'm gonna retire. I'm never gonna retire YouTube. I have fun. I love it. I don't make a lot of money here. I make enough to you viewers support the channel members, super chats, even super stickers, 99 cents and stuff. That all helps supplement my income for helping my parents because, caretakers, when you help with your family, a lot of that stuff's unpaid.
Hmm.
But you make it worth my while creatively and you find supplemental income for my situation, which is really appreciated. And I love YouTube. And honestly, some of the best friends I ever had, I've met on YouTube, you know,
Yes.
including you, Taladia. What if it wasn't for YouTube, we wouldn't know each other.
Yeah, if it wasn't for
If it
YouTube, I wouldn't have met you. Yeah.
if it wasn't for YouTube, you wouldn't have met a lot of people, right?
Yep. That is
And to
true.
hear these people complaining about YouTube, it really irks me.
Like,
Like
for
Voltaire does, like, oh wah, it's so hard being a YouTuber making content all the time.
no, it's
I
not.
mean,
Trust me.
editing. If he said is editing or I want to spend more time with my family, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But as far as I got in the video, he wasn't saying that.
But for
Uh,
me, it's like here's my thing, right? I'm a content creator. I do YouTube, I do Twitch, I do Kick. I spread myself on all social media platforms.
we
And
here's where I am, Floyd. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
mm,
like I can't even find time to get to the movie theater, and I just started doing VHS videos
oh yes,
on
I'm
my
enjoying
video
those.
camera. Well, you don't. Yeah, I don't know if you watched the ones I just released today.
I
Please,
did. I
please,
did.
well,
I
please,
watched.
please comment. It helps. It helps.
Okay, okay,
I would
okay, I
really
will.
appreciate it. But I would love to review more VHS and movies, and I just don't have the time to do it. So it's very frustrating for me personally to hear a YouTuber complaining about YouTube. I don't make
And
as much. It's harder. Okay, yeah, you know what? Life is harder for a lot of people out there right now. Look at the world. We're talking about entertainment. This is an escape. And complaining about this, I'm sorry, I'm not with you. I'm not with these entitled people. He's been doing it for full time for 2 years. He has my respect. He quit his job. He has my respect. But
mhm.
as far as I could tell in his video, he's saying, uh, I not that I don't that I want to spend more time with my family, not that I find hard to time to make videos. He's just complaining about views and doing this all the
See,
time, talking about topics. I'm like,
see, for me,
my
for
God,
like Max, can I say something?
sure.
So, as a content creator myself, right? The one thing I've learned is the fact that there is times where you need to take a break from YouTube,
Oh, sure.
and there is a point where you need to be like, okay, family comes first. your health comes first, right?
Mhm.
That's the most important thing. Like your health and family do come first before YouTube, before entertainment and stuff like that, right? But if people complain about, oh, well, oh, I'm not getting views or I'm not getting thing.
Well,
Be
yeah, it's
happy.
frustrating,
Be
but
Here's my thing. Be happy with the fact that you've got some people actually coming to your
yeah,
content.
you have
Be
regulars. Yes.
Yeah, be grateful for that because you know, for example, for me, I'm grateful for just having friends networking with. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm able to talk to people and to talk about whether it's video games, whether it's movies, whether no matter what it is. It's basically I just like to make new friends and furthermore, it's like I'm grateful for what I have and I'm super appreciative for it. If you know if something happens at the end of the day for let's say for my family and whatnot, and I would probably stop doing content creation if something does happen and let's say if I get married or something, I probably would slow down on the content creation. But YouTube isn't hard as what you guys think it is. It's not
No, I
hard.
I mean it is
It's
hard. It is hard, but it's very rewarding to me.
Yeah,
It's the
in
most
terms of
rewarding thing when you viewers actually leave a like. I don't know what it is lately, and
yeah.
I'm not shaming you. It's all YouTube viewers altogether just generally don't leave a like or comment on positive content what they watch regularly. They only comment on no most likely they comment on stuff they disagree with, you know? Yeah, see, Anthony Cheeseman. Wow, YouTube is hard. And here's Ryan Hartwell. Ryan, I appreciate you messaging me in the Discord and stuff. And I've been kicking around this retro show idea again. Brian, if you're available, hop on.
Come on,
we're just
we're just
having some
chilling.
fun tonight. This is not a structured show. But Ryan Hartwell, I would love, if you're interested, no pressure, to get you on talking about animation. Because for one thing, Ryan,
Mhm.
Hollywood's been struggling a little bit, but some of the standouts have been animation. And X-Men 97 is animation, and it's one of the best MCU shows they have on Disney Plus. Most excitement is surrounded about this, and I think the industry constantly underestimates animation. It still has to be good, but animation is constantly underestimated and dismissed by even old school movie fans. And I would love to
But
talk to you about all the things animation has done and ways to
mhm.
keep it alive. And it's great that non 3D animation. I'm not against 3D animation. It's great that 3D or 2D animation is thriving again with with with
Lucifer.
X-Men 97. Wah. Look at Bruce. He's a workhorse. He's doing a lot of,
Yeah, he's doing a lot of good things.
yeah.
Lucifer is like that. That's the thing about Lucifer, right? He was a viewer of yours, became a content creator, and he's been working his. He's not complaining. He's not
No,
moaning.
I mean, I wish I had more time to do YouTube. I
Yeah,
really do.
like
It
for me, for
honestly,
instance.
it honestly is frustrating. Like when I know Bruce is just busting my balls, or when Perp says you don't even a movie talk place doesn't even do movie talk. The one good thing is I got home. It was late.
Mhm.
It was storming, and me and my wife watched Fallout. We watched 1.5 episodes, and that show is getting even better. You know,
But Max,
yeah,
here's
yeah,
here's
Ryan. Let's do a pilot episode. See if we like it, and maybe we'll call it "Don't Underestimate Animation," because I think a lot of um, a lot of studios do. It's always the cuts. A lot of the even when in school cuts come to the arts, and they're entertain. Hollywood is art as well, but they don't. I think a lot of animation is still underestimated, and it's been the workhorse of these last few years, like Super Mario movie, um, Across the Spider Verse. They released Shrek 2 again,
oh
and that's made
Jesus.
money.
Mhm.
Um, but the real shining spot is definitely X-Men 97. I'm so happy
Yeah,
about that. It's got me a lot of nostalgia for old school animation. you know. Um,
But you know, I was gonna say to you, Max, is that I understand what you're saying, and you know, I understand that people aren't engaging. Trust me, I know how the engagement is because I never get comments and stuff like that on videos myself, right? So I totally get where you're coming from. Um, but the thing is, like, you shouldn't like have like obviously the key focal point is to try and get as many um viewers just to remind them, look, hey, we've got videos, so put tweets out that so in case you missed it, take a look at this video, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and stuff like that basically. Um and like I understand, like, you cover everything, Max. You cover video games, you cover movies, you cover
and you know
entertainment.
what? I do know how YouTube works. I know it would do better for my channel to concentrate on one thing. And
Yeah,
I can't. I just can't do it. And I some of the best people I've ever I love my wife, I love my family, but some of the
yeah.
best friends I've ever met have always been people, fellow content creators on this great platform. And I think I'm at least for now, I might change my mind, but I think I'm done experimenting on X for a little bit. I want to stick to YouTube. I'm sick of all these YouTubers saying, I'm leaving YouTube. I'm done. It's hard. You know,
Yeah,
I just, I guess it really just comes down to what are you doing it for? I'm not
like
doing this for a main source of income. That would be amazing if I got there one. I doubt I will be real. I am
mhm.
never here. Here's my promise to you all. I don't plan to stop YouTubing until I die. Okay. And then if I do pass, I would love people that still follow me, if there are any, to do like a celebration of life, and just have a
Oh,
party and have some fun and talk about the good times,
something
But I
like what I
plan
did
on
for Mikey.
retiring from my actual, my day to
Yeah.
day job. I want to be like Ridley Scott or um, Clint Eastwood in my 90s, if I'm still alive, on a live stream talking about entertainment, getting out my VHS that I collected when I was in my 40s, you know, 40 years from now. Um, so that's what I'm planning to do.
You see,
Are you
you know,
planning to quit YouTube? So, a lot of you, how long you want to? What's your goals?
so my YouTube's career has actually started from 2008, really. So I go way back. Um, my goal is to obviously put smiles on people's faces. I don't care about money and I don't care about the ad revenue or anything like that because that's not what
Oh,
I'm all about.
yes, Ryan. My wife loves Hayao Miyazaki. She actually went to Japan and went to the Studio Ghibli Museum.
Mhm.
It was one of really cool experiences she's had. And I feel bad that we did not watch The Boy and the Heron. He came out of retirement to make another movie. I got to take my wife. It's probably for rental now, I got to I got to say, yeah, we forgot to watch. We should have went to the theater to support it. Um but it's just in him. He can't retire, you know. Vince's goal is to get monetized, absolutely.
You see, for my
Well,
goals,
look at
Lucifer,
look at
get
Bruce. If Max passes, just make sure you sub to me. We'll continue MME on Kingdom of
that's not
Nerds.
helping. That's not helping. That's making things
Well,
worse.
Brian can continue the show. He's a channel owner, co-channel owner.
I know. But what I'm saying, like you asked me like what my goals were for YouTube. Like obviously my goals is always will be and all from the start when I started YouTube it was like it never was about money. It never was about the fact that, oh I can get paid from YouTube. No, 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 no. It was about me making people smile, showing people that, I'm a disabled content creator, but I can do things and prove to the world that you know what, it doesn't matter what disability you have, you can make things, you can create things, you can have fun, and you can enjoy things and put smiles on people's faces and show the world, no matter what you
It's
are.
it's great just for meeting people,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's
genuine
great.
interests. But let's do a little bit of I'll be real. I'm gonna
Yeah.
clip this out, this part. This is where I got a little triggered watching his video. I know he's doing the clickbait, But I'm just like, if I had the opportunity to do YouTube all day long, and this guy's complaining about it, this guy is complaining about it, and it
Right.
triggered me. It triggered me. Oh yeah, and I talk to Bruce daily. I talk to him more than my family. Bruce is a great friend.
Bruce is a nice person.
Wow. 1999. Support MME. Thank you, Bruce. In goal, support
community.
Bruce. Bruce is a great friend.
Mhm.
It meant the world to me when I met him and Rhea and Joe and we went to the Flash. I
Oh
was
yeah.
just so happy at that moment. That's one of the best moments of my life. That video. And
The
that's where
one
it's like
thing.
I can't even wear a mask anymore because yeah, I said the cosplay thing, but like
Mhm.
when there's people that go to meet you and you're just gonna wear a mask all the time, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It was
No,
just such a
it's
great
understandable.
experience.
It's
And
understandable.
honestly, Talati, I'd love to meet you sometime. I just hate flying, so if you want to visit me, I'll pick you up at the airport. I don't know how you are on flying.
I mean,
I
I,
don't know.
I mean, I've been all over the world, Max. I've been from
Okay.
I've been
Well,
to this,
well,
I've been to your country. I've been to the States. I've been to
okay.
Canada. I've been to
Well,
Mauritius,
I,
Malawi, New
I'll
York.
give you some
All
traveling money if you ever want to visit me, and I'll take you around. I hate flying that much. Like I'm not even gonna get into the reasons why I was traumatized as a child.
no, I can understand, Max.
No,
Trust
you don't
me.
even like.
No. I know people that have fear of flying,
No,
so
I, I'm just. I shouldn't even say it.
no, you don't need to
Yeah,
explain.
I will
You don't need
say
to.
that my mother worked for a law firm her whole career,
Yeah,
and I don't want to say this because I don't want to make anyone else upset and transfer my phobias to someone else.
right.
Because even my wife doesn't have my phobia. She's like, I will get on a plane anytime. I would rather get there than a car ride. But when I was growing up, my young teenage years, um, there was a very famous air crash in my area, and we met all the families, and I used to go to all the events because she was not just. My mother was always like, and still is, like she's not things aren't just a job to her. She met these people and she befriended all of them. We went out to dinner with them all the time, and I met some really great people through that experience too. But it drove in my fear, you know, you
Mhm.
know. So that's where it comes from. I won't elaborate, but that's where I get that fear, and that was like in my early teenage years. You know, I'm sorry. Let's.
You're going like off track, and it's
No,
like
what snoring? Nothing happened, Bruce. Nothing happened except it was cute. Bruce was cute in the morning because I was still tired and he woke up and he's like, Let's go look for some comics and stuff." I was like he's ready to go. He's ready to go in the morning when he woke up. I was like, "Rah." That was funny. But here, look at this.
But, well, before we make a clip out, Christopher, can you take a look at your DMs, please? I just sent you something, and it's something in regards to your channel. So, um, if you could respond to that, that would be appreciative.
Now I know this is tongue in cheek, but I'm a YouTube god. YouTube is rigged. YouTube is hard but fair. This is what he's focused on, is not like I should get better views. Yes, we all should get more views. You know, I keep telling people experiment with shorts and don't do one type of content. Even if you're going to do one type of cover one topic, mostly like Marvel or DC. What I mean is do live streams, shorts, pre-record videos, clip outs, all kinds of stuff, to appeal to more viewers. So YouTube recommends you, you know.
See, Max, here's my thing, right? When I do content, when I make the videos, I look at websites where they can make long form content into short form shorts, where they take the best bits from the video and put it into clips where you don't have to do it.
Hmm.
So that's something I learned when I was, you know, doing
Oh,
YouTube.
and again, shout out to Ryan. I love Ryan's passion for animation, and I need to get him on a stream again.
What type of
Uh,
animation is he into?
he's
If you
into
don't mind.
he does like I think he's in my Discord. He supports um like even great animators that have lost their jobs at like Warner Bros. And stuff doing their solo projects. He like does there's like Kickstarters for animation episodes too. Like there are Kickstarters for comics and video games.
Oh, cool.
There's Kickstarters for animation. So I'm really starting to get into stop motion animation again. Like not me making it, but my friend Chubby Teddy Monster Productions actually makes videos of it. But I'm like I got Nightmare Before Christmas on VHS, and I want to go back and get some of the stop motion because that takes forever to make, and I really respect that too. Rhea says, I love solo travel. I can do what I want when I want. Mags Fest, I don't know. But look. So I did get triggered by this.
Yes.
I
I
will
could
say
tell.
this, Josh. I'm going to release this as a clip out. More power to you. You're way more successful than me, but you annoy the heck out of me. If you were saying I can't do it because I want to, he's a family man now. He's got a kid. That's great. I applaud you. You're doing this full time, but you're effing annoying, just like the other YouTubers, just saying, "Oh, I have to YouTube all the time. I have to YouTube, and I shouldn't get as many views as I entitled to." And I am gonna kind of throw a little bit of shade at him too. I've known him for a long time to be a spammer, and I will show you what I mean there. This is a secret of YouTube, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Even the big YouTube, this is shade. I'm throwing some shade. People aren't gonna be happy that I do this, but Emergency Awesome. A lot of these big YouTubers put stuff in their description and spam stuff to 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 cheat the algorithm, and a lot do it. A lot do it. A lot of these full timers. Now, I do some interesting tags too, but look, just for instance, if you really want to know the truth about this video, look at his description. Marvel fans, we've recently got some new plot leaks about the Fantastic Four. Marvel fans, we got some crazy new rumors about Spider-Man. Does that have anything to do about quitting YouTube? Why is this in his description? Because the algorithm picks all this up and he keeps going, Marvel Studios has fired Jonathan Majors. Marvel fans, we need to talk about Doctor Doom. We just got another X-Men MCU, the ending of Loki. And then look at the tags. Kang Dynasty, Doctor Doom. The only one that really qualifies is quitting YouTube, Den of Nerds Live. But yeah, if you're going to get mad at him, don't even get mad at him because Emergency Awesome does this stuff. A lot of them do it. There's nothing to do with anything. It's just to trick the system. So if they're talking about I should be getting more views, they are using spam techniques to get extra views. So be quiet. Be quiet. I don't go to this extent. I do some interesting tags in the past, but there you go.
I'd like to give if you don't mind me saying something to gentlemen.
Well, cheat the algorithm. The description. Now, if he says, for instance, I've told some of my close friends this secret because I've done YouTube for a long time. If you do a link to a video and say put the link to the video in the description, it says check out my video about Fantastic Four or something. That still gets you in the algorithm. It makes your video pop more in different places, but it's saying check out this video. This is just some random keywords in the description to make it pop more when this video has nothing to do about Doctor Doom, as far as I could tell, unless he covers that all in the last few minutes. Yes, it is. It is. but it's just it's spam. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna go hard on them because I know I did it a few times only because I saw big YouTubers doing it. I'm like, oh, if everyone's doing this BS, I don't do it anymore. Since I've doing live streams, I don't, yes, the description. Here's some revealing secrets for you. Tags don't even help that much anymore. The description is the most important. Here, come here, Callie. Come here, Callie. Come here, Callie. Sorry. I know.
You don't need to
Callie.
apologize.
No, I'm talking about Callie. So that a lot of videos are clickbait. Yeah, everyone does clickbait. Every video hold on, I gotta put Callie away. She's messing up my train of thought.
Okay. So while Max is busy taking away, I'll say this about Denim of Nerds. Like, in my opinion, like, he shouldn't be complaining about views and whatnot. What he should be doing is like he should be focusing on the content that he puts out. Not
I'm not failing, Zeno. I honestly know what will get me more views and I don't care anymore. I got my small group of supporters and
including
friends and
me.
I'm happier. But let's just watch for a little bit.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if I was going to bring that up, but yeah, he does this BS in here. You could,
That's a long
I guess it's
description.
subjective if you think, any of this has to do with his video. Some people think of it a certain way. Well, Josh does it. I know, Cal, I said at the beginning of the stream, this video frustrated me because I was so busy helping my parents that I got home. I watched some Fallout with my wife, and then there was a storm out, so I couldn't stream earlier. And let me see.
Which is understandable, Max. It's not your fault.
I personally
So
don't want to empathize with a methodical series of quantified behavior patterns programmed into a system that works against its users. Not sure if being pro algorithm is a morality flex. Okay. No, he's not. He is not. I apologize, Cal. I want to do that was my frustration. This guy's talking about quitting or that he doesn't get as much views as he should, and I can't find the time to do all the content I want to do. And even see again, I couldn't even get to the movie theater again this week. Check out my reaction videos to trailers and music Kingdom Nerds. Is that correct, Max? Yes. Okay.
man, Lucifer is but anyway, back to
All right,
Kingdom of Nerds.
let's go to the beginning here just to see if maybe you agree with Josh. That's fine. You can disagree with me. I'm just saying, Josh, you kind of annoyed the hell out of me tonight. I want you to succeed. I want everyone to succeed. But stop complaining. There's a lot worse things in the world right now,
Oh yeah. Oh yes, there
There's
is.
a lot worse things in the world right now, and I'll be real, this triggered the heck out of me tonight. I was like, if I only had the time that he has for YouTube, I would be
Let's
loving it.
Max, let's react to this because I don't want you to
Okay.
go on a
All right. Here we go. As YouTubers are. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to do this. And it's hard. And I wish Voltaire was here, but like, oh, wow.
I feel like you gotta start these with a sigh. I've been hiding something from you guys for some time now, and I'm hiding it from myself, or at least I was hiding it from myself for a little while as well. Maybe not hiding it really well, as I've been pretty irritable, getting triggered on streams a lot. I quit for a couple of days. I took some days off of streaming, like a Monday, Friday thing. I told everybody I'm leaving Twitter until Wednesday.
You're back to you're back to Twitter. Maybe this is social media disease. Maybe this is more than just YouTube, Claudia. You know, maybe it's yeah. Bruce is like, is he still boycotting Star Wars, the MCU? You know, he was.
Here's
No,
my
he
take.
did he was saying that for a while. Star Wars, I can't do Star Wars anymore. That's like, to be fair to him and Christian Harloff, I've been busting my butt being a Star Wars fan for how many years? I'm like, really? I get annoyed with the people that have the opportunity through hard work to do this full time, and they complain about it, like Josh, like Christian Harloff. It annoys me. It is a sweet Stormbreaker replica. Mhm.
Day. And so maybe you guys
You,
kind of
you're
been
okay, right, Claudia?
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry. I
picking up
understand
on
you're
it.
on the tangent.
I'm not really
Yeah.
hiding it very well, but the truth is I have been miserable, and I've really been fucking miserable, dude. And I can't do it anymore. It's
I
unsustainable.
can't do it anymore. I also did not watch any videos past this. Let's look. I can't do this anymore. Let's look how long it took him to make a video after this.
Well, I'm done, and I can't keep doing this, and so I want to
I
explain
can't keep
what's
doing this.
going on. I want to explain what's going to happen to this YouTube channel. I want
you
to
pause it for
just
1
kind of
second?
talk through this, and I think
Yes, I can't do this anymore.
Dude, Denim Nerds, get to the point. Stop dragging
No,
it
no,
on.
no, no. Claudia, he's also doing the YouTube thing of not getting to the point till the end of the video for retention reasons. I know all these secrets. He doesn't
Like-
tell you he doesn't get to the point right away on purpose, because then his video pops for retention.
This is this problem then. He
No,
doesn't
but,
get
but lots of YouTube. Here's most entertainment news.
Yeah.
And most articles on all these, scooping sites. They tell you a bunch of stuff you already know, and they give you the most little bit of info at the end of the article or the end of the video to retain your attention. And that's what gets rewarded by the algorithm. I mean, that is what it is. That's what works. So, yeah, get to the point is not good for retention. If he got to the point in the first few minutes, would you watch the 29-minute video? No.
If you got to the point like within the first 5 minutes, I would still watch it. But
No,
the thing is,
most people won't.
See, a lot of people won't, but for me, I would.
That was
But
funny that you said get to the point. That actually is opposite of what you should be doing.
No, but this is just me, Max. So when I do my stuff, right, within the first minute, I say, "Oh, like, subscribe, all that
Cal,
stuff."
Emergency Awesome
It's terrible.
has turned into the. I used to follow him back in the day, Cal.
Same.
He has turned into the most clickbaity, and it's all clickbait. But he says like stuff that's not happening, announcement in the type of it, reaction. Announcement. I mean, we could look at Emergency Awesome too. Look at
But
the
you know
titles
who's
of
worse
his
than
videos. His titles make no sense, and he says,
You know who?
"Yeah,
Sorry, you know who's worse than Emergency Awesome?
yeah."
War Stew.
It's just a bunch of keywords in the title to something announcement. We could. I'll show you, Cal. I mean, before that, I thought Emergency Awesome gave a lot of good info, and then he started getting the worst titles ever. No, Charlie. I think he's very knowledgeable. But his titles are ridiculous so much that I stopped watching. Though I actually stopped watching them because of that, Cal. Not that I'm like some moral authority on what you should do and not do on YouTube, but his titles are so ridiculous. It's like Mike Zero levels. It's like Mike Zero levels, like MCU announcement of something that's not happening yet. Like he says it's announcement in there. I'm like, where are you getting the reacting to it announcement? I'm like, what? Yeah, that is Emergency Awesome's names. Yeah. Cal's an old school movie talk guy. He knows all the old school people. Okay, so let's at least give him 5 minutes to get to the point. But
number one, if you're a fan, if you like the videos, you're gonna want to know what's happening to this channel, what's going on with me and
Nothing
YouTube.
different's gonna happen.
But
I have
also,
to guess.
if you're a YouTuber or maybe somebody that does other kind of content and you're burnt out, I think this video will help. Like, I think some of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video will help you as well, because it's a crazy job. Like, it's wild, and not a lot of people know about this kind of side of it, and not a lot of people can relate to it. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. So I've been making videos on YouTube 6 or 7 years, maybe even more.
I've done more than him, and he's way more successful than I am. He does have fans, Zeno. He does. Can you hear me okay? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
It could be 8 years. I don't exactly remember, but I've been on here for a while, and it's had its ups and downs. I think the first 3 or 4 years, I didn't really make money. And then in the last 4 years, I made a good bit of money.
See, that's another lie. It's like, what? I was like, you last 4 he admits he made good money and he's still complaining. I'm like, you're one of the lucky ones. You know how many YouTubers do not make good money or sustainable money and have to have multiple jobs? I was like, really? And you're complaining? He admits right there, I've made good money and I'm still complaining about YouTube. And nothing in here was like, I have my family responsibility. I want to, I don't have enough time. Nothing like that, Taladia. It's just like, I should get more from my clicks from my content, and I make good money. And he's still upset. Like he stopped watching Star Wars. This is too hard. I don't like this series, so I'm going to stop. He was on with Star Wars Theory, Nerd Theory. That's a good position to have if you're on in social media, and he's complained about that, and that might have been an act too. I don't know, so do you remember that? I don't know if you've no, I'm not saying it's wrong, Rhea. Maybe we're on different. I'm not saying it's asking to get paid what they're worth is wrong. No, I'm saying he's actually succeeding and he's still complaining. That's where my frustration lays. I think people should get paid for hard work.
But here's my problem
Yeah.
with this, right, Max?
Yeah. I don't.
He should,
Go ahead.
he should be grateful for what he has and not complain, because
Yeah,
that's my
he said I'm making good money. And I'm like,
no.
okay, then why are you up? Why can't you do it
Why you
anymore?
upset? Yeah, it's like, why are you upset about
Because
something?
a lot of YouTubers right now are not making good money. Do you know that?
And yeah, I understand the whole YouTube algorithm thing and YouTube changing the game.
No, I
But
disagree that it is hard work, Zeno. It is. Depends on what you do. If you're into editing and stuff, it's hard work.
yeah, editing it's hard. Editing, yes, editing is hard. Streaming is easy. That I know that for
Well,
a fact.
streaming can be hard too, especially when you're dealing with lots of personalities.
Well, it depends on the content,
Yeah.
Max. I mean, I do gaming streams, so it's easy when you do gaming streams.
Yeah.
But back to this, right? Them nerves things. I just think like, I understand he's a big YouTuber. I get the fact that he got big success, but complaining about the fact that even though you're successful, I'm not getting what I need. Basically, because
I should be doing better.
What you should do is be better, be a better person. Don't complain. Just accept. Be grateful. Be humble about it.
Happy
Because
for what you have.
yeah, be happy.
I'm
for
very
what you
happy
have.
for what I have. I have a fraction of what he has, and it's all thanks to you.
Me?
I think we're critiquing this differently, Ray. I really do. I'm trying to understand why a creator wanting paid a livable wage for their labor is being subject to criticism. I'm not criticizing him for getting a livable wage. I'm criticizing. He's not complaining about the money. He's complaining about it's doing the topics every day, and he should be getting more clicks and stuff. He says I'm making good money.
Well, I don't. I think it's a bad idea to talk about money.
Grateful for penance. I don't think he's getting a penance. I think he's doing decent He does. I know personally because when he started the Gray Order,
Mhm. I know what
he
that is.
got a lot of members for there. He has a good membership. He has a lot of support there. So
What's up, Isaac?
what?
No, Isaac's in the chat. He says,
I'm just reacting to this. I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest with you now. I don't know if it was the smartest thing to boot up a live stream and talk about this, but I was like in the moment, just so you all understand, I was frustrated that I have outside stuff with my regular job and helping my parents. And I love spending time with my wife watching Fallout. And it's like, I can't even get the time to do everything I want to do on YouTube. And that's what triggered this, initial reaction response to me is like my frustration. My frustration is I can't YouTube enough. So I'm exactly on the other end of the
"End of the
spectrum.
stick."
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that he shouldn't get paid for his work. I'm saying be happy with what you're getting, you know?
Mhm.
Be happy
Mhm.
for you. You have this opportunity. I think everyone should get paid more. Yes. Go right ahead. I think
Like,
I'm not disagreeing with people getting paid for social media. Just like I say, some people disagree. Even good friends of mine that acting is hard work too. You know, A- I, acting is a job. It's not just you know paid make believers like people say. I don't subscribe to that. People in
yeah.
the arts, these are people that make video games, make music. Everyone should get paid. You know.
See, the thing is with YouTube, when they say that I think it's 60/30, I believe. I'm not sure, but it's less than Twitch in terms of revenue, and people are still complaining. It's like, well, I'm just like, the thing is, maybe you should reevaluate your channel a little bit more, and maybe, you know,
Yeah, he did mention he should get better clicks. I think he did mention that. I guess that does result in pay. No, Voltaire. See, I disagree with you. Acting is fun pretend time. No, acting
Voltaire,
is
come on,
acting
Voltaire,
is a
come,
real job. You know.
Voltaire, come on the channel, come on the.
No, see, this is where I disagree with you, Zeno. That real labor and careers YouTube is not just hobby work. No, it's not. If I did things differently, I would take a run at it for full-time work. I can't, you know.
No,
I
which is
like this.
understandable.
I d- it, there is a lack of stability there, that is
Like,
scary. If he was saying that, I would totally get behind his video here. I'm the lack of stability YouTube offers. I could totally
Mhm.
understand that. I could respect that.
But here's the thing, Max, right? Um, the stability. I mean, doing YouTube as a living, like, you need to have at least, I would say, 10, maybe 15K, on YouTube. Then you can, say, look, I'm making a living off this, right?
Mhm.
Right. But if you, let's say, less than that, I wouldn't say go say, oh, you know what, I'm doing this as a living, because, like, just say it's a hobby, because that's the thing. Like, YouTube is a hobby. Like, it never becomes a job until you you are there. You past the 10,000 uh subscriber mark, right? That's the way I see it.
Well, Voltaire, these kind of videos pop in the algorithm. I can't take it anymore. I am not going to do this anymore. And honestly, I'm gonna do my predicting here. I'm gonna think his content is gonna be exactly the same after this video, and he probably
Mhm.
made a video the next day. Why I can't do it anymore? He probably did a Marvel Leak video. Yeah, I'll watch a little bit more, and then we'll move on to something else because I wasn't intending to cover this. It's actually a hot topic if we're talking about for 50 minutes, right? You know, um, I think all work is work. Actors, artists, YouTubers, streamers, um,
Editors.
editors, um, those in the adult industry, that's work too, you know?
Yeah, it is.
So what, you know, um, my frustration. I hit this video hit my notifications at the wrong time, viewers. That's what it was because I was extremely frustrated today. I spent time with the family, but I was like, man, I would love to boot up a member stream. It got late. I wasn't even gonna go live tonight. I was just like, it's storming out. I'm just gonna go to bed. You know, I hopefully will have a member stream on time next week. This week, I'm hoping I could finish the project at my parents because I will have more time if I finish that. It's just
Zeno, you're
taking a
wrong.
lot longer. Well, that's your opinion, Zeno. You know.
Yeah,
All right,
his
let's watch a
intentions.
little bit more here.
Enough to quit my job and enough to do YouTube full time. And
Congrats.
YouTube has afforded me all kinds of opportunities and all kinds of really cool stuff. So YouTube is
Great.
an incredible platform. It's an incredible opportunity. And I know like a lot of people would be, very lucky or, they would want to be where
Yeah.
I'm at. I'm not even like a huge YouTuber. I'm kind of like a mid-size YouTuber. Technically within like 2% of all YouTube channels, but in a world where we really only focus on the top 5%, it can feel like you're still just getting started. And a lot of, what I've been dealing with lately has been sort of chasing the 1% of the 1% or like
See, he's
wanting
chasing the top. He wants to. This is what I'm getting from him. He's chasing the top instead of just embracing what he's good at. If you're chasing the top, you're gonna be disappointed. I'm never gonna be a PewDiePie or any of these big YouTubers. If you do that, look at. And I'll give credit to John Campia. John Campia is not interested. I mean, he would love it if he got to 1 million subscribers, but he makes a good living for him and his wife. He's very happy. He has to reevaluate what he does with his channel, but you don't see him complaining or chasing the 1% that really make a lot, like make millions on YouTube. I'm kind of thinking that's the mindset he's in, you know, from his comments there to lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, ew, the algorithms focus on the 1%. All you're doing, you have a personality, Josh, but all you're doing is commenting on Marvel rumors, you know? It's not like PewDiePie had more of a personality. I'm not saying he doesn't have a personality. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. He's a likable guy, but YouTube is PewDiePie is like pure personality. You know, I have a personality. Claudia, you have a personality, but a lot of our content is reliant on the hard workers in the entertainment industry, video games, movies, you know, we are reliant on that. So him chasing the 1% is kind of insane to me to even think that personally. No, I don't even, I would love, well, first I would love to get to 10K, which has been, I'll be real with you. It's been a struggle for me to even get there. If I got to 100K before I die, that's all I ever want. I would love to get that. I don't even know if they're going to give plaques by the time I potentially get there, which I'll be real. I think I'm going to leave this earth before I get to 100K. I do. But if I did, I don't even think they would give the plaques anymore then. You know, Zeno, please don't say that. Okay. How I interpret this, I agree with him shooting for the moon because he wants to land as close to the stars as possible. His work is subject to abiding to the direction that progress is trending. Okay. No, but I don't. Please, please don't mention anyone else in the other YouTubers in the chat. That I don't want. I know I am reacting. I don't want to take this as an opportunity just to bash other people either. This video hit me at the wrong time. I think he is doing it for clickbait. I don't think he's being 100% genuine. And I'm kind of annoyed that he's got these opportunities and he's still complaining. He's making money that he can support his family.
Right.
Now, I have seen really sad videos where social media people that are hardworking, they can't even support their family and they have to get another job. That's a totally different circumstance than this.
I've
He hasn't
seen.
said that. He hasn't said that at all. I can totally relate and respect
Mhm.
when people have to supplement their income because YouTube is not giving you enough. But he hasn't stated that at all. You
You see,
know?
Max, here's the thing, Max, right? I know another content creator, I won't mention his name, where YouTube is his full-time job. But the thing is, YouTube shadow banned him, basically, meaning that, he isn't, getting, people aren't getting views and stuff like that. That's a real thing to complain about, right? But
Well, I will say this. I don't know who you're talking about, but a lot of people say using an excuse
Mhm.
for being shadow banned just as a claim without any real proof when it could be that your content is stale or it's just the same and you're not doing enough to get attention of new viewers. Whenever I'm not getting views, I blame myself and I say, you know what can I do? And then I experiment with shorts, pre-record vids. I start doing the other things to keep me interested, to make me, new things like tape hunting. And so I don't like excuses either. I'm not suggesting that the person you're talking about is giving an excuse, but saying I'm shadow banned, there's really no proof of that. And honestly, the algorithms just cater to shorts right now because whether you like it or not, and I'm not calling the younger generations dumb or anything, but the younger generations that grew up on their phones, that have always had social media on their phones, like shorter form content. TikTok, Instagram, and shorts is where the younger generations are. So if you're complaining about not getting views on live streams or videos, it's not necessarily that you're shadow banned. Potentially, it's that the algorithm has changed, and the algorithm has changed for YouTube. I know that for sure.
Mhm.
I know it has. It now prioritizes shorts over videos in live streams.
Oh yeah, they have prioritized shorts over long form content. They made that clear um when they introduced the what's it called, fan funding thing,
Mhm.
where
Well,
YouTube.
here, Ray. I don't want to watch this whole 30-minute video, but what I will do is during this week, I will finish the video and do a follow-up, like pre-recorded video on my final thoughts on this video. Because it actually, now that I'm seeing so many comments it's refreshing to see so many comments in the chat on this topic. You know, so it is interesting. I guess people are. Rhea seems to believe that there may be something else underlying the reasons of him making this video. I personally feel that there's a larger issue underneath his video that should be heard. Okay. I can understand why creators not at this level of financial success could interpret this as not being grateful. And that's kind of where I took it personally. Yes. But she is giving him more leeway there, saying there's something else going on there. So I will finish the video, not on this stream. We'll probably go to the 5 minutes and stop and cover something else and do some mailbag or some
Mhm.
good news of Twitter. Because I love good news. It really makes my day to good news of Twitter. But I will do a follow-up response video to this. But I'll do that pre-record. I won't do a live stream. I'm just
Okay.
going to do my final thoughts on YouTubers quitting because why they can't do it anymore. But I will at least reveal when he will upload his next video after this. I have to. I don't even check. I didn't even check ahead of time what his content is after this video. But let's give him a few more minutes to make a point.
These absolutely incredibly, big, massive amounts of views. And I can't do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. And so I want to explain that. You've been seeing a lot of YouTubers quit recently. A lot of YouTubers like Matt Pat kind of started the trend, although I think there were some other people that did it before him. But you're seeing a lot of YouTubers walk away from the platform or talk about, mental health. And this is the thing with a lot of content creators right now.
Now, I
And
will say, if anyone feels they need to stop for mental health reasons, I totally think that's valid. You know, I have no issues there whatsoever. I think that mental health is always important first.
I think there's a big reason why. The honest reason is that YouTube is hard, but it's getting harder. Okay. And this is
And
all
I will tell you right now, I've noticed a huge decrease in my views on YouTube over the years, and I've made more videos to supplement. So it is hard. It is harder. But you know what? Life is getting harder for everyone out there. That's my point. No, Strange, I'm not. I'm just reacting. Thank you, Strange, for sending me my awesome Mad Max um, decal for my car, and I have two of them, so I'm going to hang it up in my room too. It's harder to get. He's talking about views, and it's harder to get views than it used to. I get videos. I used to get videos where I average was 1K views per video. Now there's some majority of my clip outs get like 100 views. But you know what? It all adds up, and I'm happy to release that content. Okay.
already an insane job. Okay. I have a friend in Philly who is now trying to do YouTube full time. And he had a job. He got let go. He has some kind of sustainability for a little while. Like they gave him a severance or something. So now he's like going all in on YouTube. And I've been
Awesome.
messaging him because he's jumping into the journey. I've been in it for a while. And one of the first things he told me was like, dude, this is insane. I'm working like 60 hours a week just to try to get these videos out and make them good and understand the platform. And that's really what it is. So if you watch the Matt Pat video, or what I found to be really illuminating was watching the podcast with Matt Pat and his wife on Colin and Samir. And when they discuss that, like if you're a YouTuber, go watch that podcast. It's like a
All
lot
right,
of
I
things.
might actually watch that podcast, but I like Matt Pat too. I do remember him doing a quitting video.
Is going to click for you because what they do at Film Theory and with all the different channels, Game Theory, and I don't know, they had other channels like as well. What they do is insane. And they had this system and they had all these different employees and they sort of built it up. And as they were explaining it and talking about it, like it is just one of those kind of jobs. It is all encompassing. And you're constantly thinking about the release of a video. You're constantly
Yes.
thinking about what the next video is. Like you're probably thinking about the next video as you're making the first video because people's appetite online and the need to get attention is so real on the platform that you're sort of constantly feeling that pressure to not only make the good video, but it's not like you make the good video and you kick back and you're like, yeah, let's go. It's on to the next one and on to the next one. And I
Yeah,
find
you do that. I will agree with him, and we'll leave it there. And I will do a follow up to this, but that I agree with him. You cannot, unless your video is extremely original and quality and highly edited. You really, if you're like, well, for one thing, Josh, you do rumor news. That's not like an evergreen. Once the news breaks, that video is not going to stay in the algorithm. It's not going to stay at the top of conversation forever. So it's really the type of content you make. But yeah, you do have to make consistent videos. Definitely. I want to make more. I want to make more videos. I want to do my review of my 2 VHS tapes. I started watching the one Spider-Man animated about Secret Wars. I'm really excited. I've never seen it. I've never seen that in the 90s animated. Did you see that, Taladia?
Nope.
90s Spider-Man 90s series? They have
Oh,
an
you
art
mean
of Secret
cartoon?
Wars. What?
Oh, you mean the cartoon? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I watched that on the TV when it was on first aired. I recorded it on VHS.
Patrick, you're right on the money now too. Is one thing that has changed also with YouTube that sometimes these OG YouTubers, it's more oversaturated now than it used to be. You know, there's a lot of people doing the same type of content, so you got to differentiate yourself. You know. Well, strange Marvel theory. I can't wait to get your theories on X-Men 97. And I apologize. I watched your video. I thumbs it. I couldn't. Yeah, I could still thumbs it up, but I couldn't leave a comment. I wanted to leave a comment on your videos. So please remember to leave the comments option on if you would want, so I can leave a comment. Let me see. Congrats, Anthony Cheeseman. Congrats, Max. You watched 4 minutes videos, and yeah, this is like my old school content. Yeah. Yeah, no, that you really have to realize the environment. And I'll be honest, if I'm going to evaluate Josh, lots of people are doing the same type of content he's been doing. And I'm sub to Strange Marvel Theories, and I think you should too. Would you let me bring up Strange Marvel Theories channel so people could give him a sub. And give Taladia a sub as well. Thank you for joining me, Taladia. I didn't know where I was going with this.
No, Max. Even if it's 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll still be awake for you, Max. You should know that.
Go give my pal Strange Marvel Theories a sub. Make his day there. Give him a sub. Go check out his theories. He's a great guy. No, I didn't mean to highlight that. There you go. YouTube, Phoenix Press, and I'd like to have you on as well. Again, Phoenix Press. I know we collaborated with Jared on Comics
League.
Comics League. I don't know why my mind's blanking tonight. Sorry. YouTube space is so saturated at this point. People need to start looking elsewhere to grow their brand. Or just try lots of things. I always compare it to fishing. Throw your rod out more. My grandfather, who's no longer with us, used to catch all the fish. Here, I'll tell you a story of my dad and my grandfather. My dad has a lot of mental illness issues. He always buys too many lures, is fiddling with his rod, puts stuff on his bait, and he barely catches any fish. My grandfather caught all the fish. And you know what he did? The difference?
Yeah.
He would get to the lake and he would throw the rod out right away. Just throw it out. Just throw yourself out there. That's the biggest advice I could give. Just have some fun. Show some personality. Be original if you can. Throw a hot take out there and throw it out there more often instead of overthinking it and not catching any fish. That's my biggest advice, because I know I have a lot of friends that overthink things. I'm not a smart man. We have supporters here because I just roll with it. Roll with the punches. Just have some fun talking about some entertainment. I just throw my rod out there like my grandfather. I love my dad too, but I go with, when I'm fishing for views on YouTube, I go with my grandfather's method. Just throw it out there, try some stuff, see what happens. Show some skin. I could show some skin. Well, definitely think about content. Just don't get into the trap of overthinking what you're doing. Because you're just having some fun and talking about entertainment. And when people want to see your personality, I would prefer to be on camera right now, but we're having fun. We got a good amount of viewers here. I'm not on X tonight. I'm debating whether I want to stick with that or not. I respect people still doing both X2, but when I can't get 20 likes on a video, and some people have reverted to X where I'm not monetized, I kind of want to promote on X. But until things change, Elon Musk can announce something that changes the game and makes it better for content creators there. I think I'm going to stick to YouTube. So I'm doubling down, tripling down on YouTube.
Now you sound like Warner Brothers. I'm just saying.
I'm not quitting. If I know I'm leaving this planet tomorrow, I'm gonna stream the night before. Uh, you know. Reyes says, I honestly like these more personal videos. They remind us that online personality is still human. Yes.
Yes, agreed. I agree with you, Rare.
Okay. Well, let's have some. Let's look at Twitter a little bit because I really do enjoy that. I really, I look at the platform on, um, you know, Twitter and X and how people complain it's a cesspool, it's horrible. And I'm like, well, what are you doing on every social media platform? It's what you're doing. What do you engage with? You get
Oh,
you get what you give. So if you look at people
mhm.
that annoy you, guess what Twitter is going to feed you? Comments that annoy you because you look at it. Even if you do you know that social media is so advanced, the algorithm, that even if you don't comment or like it, if you look at it longer than something you agree with, X going to give it to you. X is going to feed you something that you dislike the comment because you looked at that tweet longer, you know?
Right.
So that even if you don't like or comment, if you're watching that, you know, it's going to feed it to you. You get what you give. So all right, let's bring
That's
up
good.
Twitter and
Let's
do
do Twitter. Yeah, let's do Twitter.
that's awesome, Phoenix Press. I'm not dogging Elon or Twitter or X. Rhea is on Twitter as well, and everything she posts is extremely positive. All she does is support people on X and share positive stuff and share her love
Yeah,
of video games and geek culture and everything I see there's positive. So
that's why she's a positive person.
Voltaire says, my Twitter feed has been full of Joe Biden saying don't. And you know why it is there? Because that disappoints you, so you focus on it longer, Voltaire. All right, let me bring this up
I
here.
do agree that direct engagement with your community or outside your own content is important. Yes.
Okay. Oh, Jake Paul's training. You know what? I personally don't like Jake Paul, but I kind of have the respect that he's going for it. He's really training hard. He's in good condition. I don't necessarily agree with his beliefs on stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like his personality, but he's not. I mean, yeah, he's joking around, but it's not. He's not just.
Taking it seriously.
I don't want anyone to get hurt, though. I really don't. You know, I don't want anyone to get hurt. But I'm honest. I think I right now would say Mike's gonna win.
Yeah,
But I
same.
wouldn't be surprised if he pulls it out because he's taking it seriously. He's got some moves. But look at Mike. Mike has still got it. Look at that.
Yeah, Mike has still got it. Even I don't know what age he is now, but he's still got it up. Um, for
You
an,
know,
for
he's had some things in the past too, but he's kind of rehabilitated his persona as well. So it's
Mhm.
kind of interesting. But look at that. He has still got the move. He actually looks better movement than when he stopped there. Here is Pedro Pascal. Yeah, he's got hands. I think I'm gonna watch. I don't want anyone to get hurt though. The other reason I am going to watch is to support Netflix embracing live events because I've also said that I would actually like one of these like Netflix or one of these streaming platforms to have a YouTube competitor. What if you had some good content creators, a different section in Netflix that's live content creation or videos or something too? Um, I like having a different experience on Netflix. That and the wrestling. What I don't know what's going to be on Netflix. What type of wrestling event? SmackDown or something?
SmackDown and Raw are
Yeah.
coming to
So I
Netflix.
am going when that comes to Netflix. I'm going to support a different type of content on Netflix for sure. I know HBO has some live events. You're making your lunch for tomorrow night's work. Okay. And also, I would like to. Here is my PO box. No pressure. If anyone wants to send me a picture of themselves, a funny picture, nothing lewd. A postcard, like a nerdy postcard or postcard from where you're at, I'd appreciate it. Small things you could send, like a blind bag, a mystery mini, a band sticker, a patch, something from a movie, something small. It doesn't, it would mean a lot to me. But no pressure. But I Ryan Hartwell, who's in the chat earlier, sent me a package that I'm going to be getting this week, and Strange Marvel Theories sent me a package, so I really appreciate that. No, Voltaire, do not encourage that. I will not be able to hang that up on my wall. I'll have to throw it in the garbage, and I don't want to throw that in the garbage. It's right at the bottom. It's scrolling right here, Rhea, at the bottom. MME PO Box 79272 Pittsburgh, PA 15216. Just something small, I'm planning on making a collage of friends' pictures and postcards. And for instance, I found a postcard of James Bond, classic
Ooh.
Sean Connery James Bond, that I pinned up next to the Crazy Joe picture on my wall. All right, Cal, that's awesome. It doesn't don't go out of your way to do anything big. I would appreciate anything small people want to send me, whatever. Okay, so Pedro Pascal looks great as Mr. Fantastic. This is in they've obviously
This is a
doctored us in Photoshop.
yeah. This is photoshopped. It looks cool though.
And
On the Photoshop
IGN
of it.
asks, does the Fantastic Four really need another big name when it already has 4 of them? I would argue Pedro Pascal is the only big name out of the Fantastic Four, though. Even though I
No,
like the other
you're wrong.
castings, I'm
You're
wrong.
wrong.
Who's the other?
Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby is, she's not that big of a name though. But I do think that it would be great if they do go the Doctor Doom route, that they get someone high profile for Doctor Doom.
You know who I would love to see play Doctor Doom though? Daniel
Cavill.
Craig. No,
Henry Cavill.
no, Daniel Craig, James Bond himself.
No.
What?
Daniel Craig.
Why?
I don't want him in. I honestly, nothing against the man. I want him to live his life, but I do not. He is just like who played Mystique in the X-Men First Class movies?
Jennifer Lawrence.
He is like a Jennifer Lawrence, whereas they give shade to the franchise that they got big on, just like he did James Bond. I do not want Daniel Craig next to any new franchises where he's going to complain about, oh, I'd rather myself than
Yeah.
come back as James Bond. And if I did, it would only be for the money. Well, you know what? These are, again, my pet peeves. If you think you're too good for the role that got you notoriety, don't come back. And I don't want Daniel Craig attached to any franchises where he's a recurring character. I would still go see a movie that he's in. He would rather do some stupid indie film where he does a Southern accent that he thinks is really good and he sounds like a fool than take a huge payday to come back as James Bond. I do not hate anybody, Cheeseman. I do not. I get just like the Josh. It's my pet peeve when people that are on a position that people, you know how many lines of actors would love that role as James Bond, and he's complaining about it and saying he'd rather himself, and that if he ever came back, it would only be for the money. I would have completely moved on if I was we would never have got the last James Bond movie. I would have said, fine, we'll find someone else that's happy to do it.
Guys, by the way, I would like to apologize because I put Max on a tangent, so that's my fault.
Yeah, that is your fault. Daniel Craig triggers me.
But besides
Daniel Craig and
right?
Jennifer Lawrence was phoning it in as Mystique by the end of she did not want to be there for that or the Hunger Games.
there is one besides Henry Cavill, there is one other actor I would love to see take on the role of um, Doctor Doom, right? Adam Driver.
Well, they were going to have him as Mr. Fantastic.
But he would be an interesting character, right? He'd be an interesting actor to play Doctor Doom, in my opinion.
But I think that Fantastic Four needs more big names. I mean, I'm going to see it regardless. I'm really looking forward to this.
Are you gonna frame your receipt?
Oh, this game looks really good. This is
Cyber.
Splinter Cell for the 360. You know, that's one of the systems I still collect for is the 360 because you could still get a game for a decent price. But look how good that looks.
Is this Splinter Cell Blacklist?
I don't want to put. Let me see. I'm really not it's Conviction.
Okay.
Oh, look how good it looks for a 360 game. Did you ever play for the 360? I know you're a PlayStation fan.
When I was younger, I had a 360. I'm not gonna lie to you there.
Would you ever go retro, Taladia, and go collect some old 360 games or PS3 games again, or you just move on to the next and you're happy to
Well,
do that?
well, for me, it's like getting. Obviously, I'll stick to the newer consoles, but if I'm gonna play retro games, it'd be using emulator on PC because my PC can handle it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not shading you there. I mean, it's not like most of those games the developers aren't making money on anyway. When you
Yeah.
buy it used from a resale shop, you know. This is I've seen this before where they show Logan and Wade Wilson's chairs for Deadpool and Wolverine. But people are saying there's more to this photo than you're expecting. Is it someone's putting the Savage Land in the back? That the chairs are in front of the Savage Land for Magneto? What do you think? Is that what? That's for the first comment there. Savage Land. It's got 52 hearts.
Interesting.
So there's that Ryan Reynolds shares BTS photo from Deadpool 3. And actually the director said it's not Deadpool 3. It's a duo movie, Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know if I believe that or not, but whatever. That's what the director said. I can't wait to see this movie. Actually, I can wait because I don't want it to be over. I'm just so happy that this so Magneto and the Savage Land is in Deadpool and Wolverine, maybe, from this photo of where they put the actors' chairs, you know?
Hmm.
360 definitely has superior specs to PS3 in a few titles. Well, I think the PS3 was a superior console, but the game developers always develop for, or most likely develop for the platform that has the biggest user base. The 360 came out first. It demolished the PS3 sales in the first few years. So the games performed better on the 360 because they were developed there first. And then the PS3 development kits were complicated, where the Xbox 360s were more simplified and more towards like developing for PC. So that was the issue with the PS3. There's some great games on PS3, and I love my PS3, but that was always the issue. 360 came out first. The games were developed there because it had a
Yeah.
bigger user base, and developers complained consistently about the PS3 architecture and how it's very difficult to develop. No, it was not, Cal. Boo. Boo.
I mean,
Dominic West.
uh, the PS3 era. Like I had a PS3. I bought an 80 gigabyte PS3 back in the day, 2008, and I bought Spider-Man 3, the collector's edition, and I
So
remember that was my first ever PS3 game.
yeah. So this is fun. Do you know where this movie is, Taladia?
No,
This
it
is
might
not
be a
Rambo.
Is a parody of Rambo.
That's Weird Al. I'm thinking that's from Hot Shots Part 2. I don't know. I have to rewatch that on VHS too. Yes,
Okay.
I've watched I knew it back in the day because I owned both. I don't do console wars. I get both, and I don't, I get the exclusives for each system. But that was always the issue. The PS3 had a really rough start. That and the price tag, $600, for the first few years, and they did not get the hang of it till later on in the PS3 life cycle. The developers, they always develop for the 360 first. Okay. And the games that are best for the PS3 are the ones that didn't come out on the 360 because they have the exclusive stuff. The movie is UHF. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I gotta rewatch that too. Okay. Let me see here. Civil War. Kids had their fun already. Planet of the Kingdom of the Apes. Now it's real men's turn. Okay. Are you looking for a Kingdom Planet of the Apes?
No, I'm not a big fan of this, I'm afraid.
No, RJ, I'm not quitting. You could hop on if you want. We're only gonna go a little bit more. We're gonna do a little more good news of Twitter and be like 5-6 mailbag questions. I'm not quitting. I was reacting to Josh from Den of Nerds. Is this good news? Is Saturday Night Live funny again? Because they had what's this actor's name? He's Ken. That's Ken. Oh man, why is it? I know his name. He was Ken and Barbie.
Ken and Barbie. What's his name? Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling is there as Beavis and Butthead on Saturday Night Live, and lots of people broke character on Saturday. I got to watch the skit, but this got really popular, and they're parroting a YouTube news channel that says they're neutral to Republican and Democrat, News Nation. But that's pretty funny as Ryan Gosling as Beavis. I got to watch that. Ryan Gosling is really getting more and more popular. I never saw it coming. Like, he's always been a name that's surfaced, but it wasn't until Ken.
I see Ryan. Now I see Ryan Gosling. I thought at first I thought it was a content creator when I first looked at this. I was just like, wait a minute, is that Markiplier? Markiplier?
Did you ever watch Beavis and Butthead back in the day?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's the first
that.
time I saw Metallica. Who's this?
That is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Giving the finger to the Undertaker.
Yes.
And do you notice anything funny about this picture too?
Who farted?
I know. Why do wrestling fans put up weird signs like that? That's funny. Okay. I'm telling you right now, Fallout is amazing. And I don't want to get into any spoilers, but I've got to a point of the story where there seems to be a lot more devious stuff going on as to how the world became like this.
This will make Brian's day.
Have you been watching it, Taladia?
No, I haven't had time.
Okay. Well, we're getting to a part where even there's vault people, in the creators of the vault, the company that created the vaults. I don't want to get into spoilers, but it's I was like, where it may be heading. I'm like, wow. And it makes you think about big corporations and how if the world does end, I don't want to be, I want to stay in the entertainment world here and fiction, okay? But if the world does ever meet an untimely end, big corporations are probably going to have a big part in sending us there, and their greed. That's all I'm saying. But I'm very interested to see the end. Back in the 90s, you could eat all this Taco Bell for only $4.25. Isn't that amazing?
Well, how much?
They're saying $4. I don't remember it being that cheap.
No, things were cheap back in the day.
Yeah, in the 90s Taco Bell. All right. The Ghostbusters logo when he was alive. It's creepy. Oh, this is one of my favorite fighting games ever. First of all, I got to do a list. I keep procrastinating. Again, if I had more time to YouTube, I would do best of lists. My favorite 2D fighting games of all time. And this is also, I think the reason this exists is they first, I don't know if I have to actually I love both of the games, but I really don't know which one came out first. This fighting game or Super Puzzle Fighter? I'm
Uh,
thinking Super Puzzle Fighter came out first because
yeah,
look at Ryu hitting Chung Li and the
Chung
gems
Li.
flying out. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Super Puzzle Fighter came out first, and then the animation on this what is it called? Pocket Fighter. Yeah. Pocket Fighter is so great. I wish they would bring this back, you know. Did you ever play this game, Claudia? Pocket Fighter?
Nope.
It's like a chibi version of Street Fighter. It's so good. They have some animations they don't have in the other Street Fighter game. Do you like 2D animated Street Fighter games? Claudia?
Sorry.
Do you like 2D animated Street Fighter games? Like the classic Street Fighter games?
I'm more like Mortal Kombat
Oh, okay. All
style.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this game. One of my favorite one of my favorite fighters of all time. I just wish they add more characters. Um, oh, look at this. All you old school gamers out there. Um, here's some classic gaming when gaming in local co-op, getting some CRT tube TVs and Xbox link cables for Halo. Best Buy. Best Buy when people used to line up to get Best Buy. This is for Modern Warfare 2. Look at that.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember stuff like this? There's like wheat thins on there. There's cups. There's chips. There's tennis shoes. There's like airwalks. People sleeping on the book bag. Someone has a guitar out for N64. Rock Band, which Kalai, if you ever visit me, I'm going to bring out the Rock Band. Look at I don't know about this one. I've never seen. All right. So I thought that was fun. MCU Fancast, what do you think about this, Taladia? Daisy Ridley as Jessica Drew
No,
Spider-Woman.
no,
This might anger a certain group of people. Why not? I
no,
love Daisy Ridley.
no. Here's the thing, Max.
Yeah.
I don't want to see her take on a role where it might not suit her, right?
I think this would suit her.
As an MCU Jessica Drew Spider-Woman, think about it, Max.
I'm up for more Daisy Ridley, honestly. I like
Uh,
Ray. I just didn't like what they did with their character. Nothing to do with
You
her
know,
performance.
you know who I would cast
actor.
Guess what I could cast Daisy Ridley though? I would cast her in a DC film, not in a
Of course you
MCU.
would. Yeah. Who would you
What do you
cast
mean,
for
of course?
DC? Who would you cast for DC?
I would like to see her as Black
Batgirl.
Canary. No, not Batgirl. You know that was South Perp. Um, I would like to see her take on the role in as Huntress or even Catwoman. Should be ideal.
Hmm.
That's my guess.
This is what's an arguably mid-game video game that you love with the fury of 1,000 suns. I gotta play the Alien Syndrome. It's a Sega. I missed this one. This remake. I gotta check. I gotta look for this at Too Many Games, Rhea. Remind me, Alien Syndrome. It's a Sega release on the Wii. Okay, I gotta check that out. Hopefully, it's affordable. Here's a indie. I've been retweeting some indie games that look pretty cool. Look at this, Taladia. Indie
Oh, I
developers.
saw this on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it looks cool.
It reminds me of a little bit of
Bayonetta or Devil May
no,
Cry.
Devil May Cry 5 and also a little bit, I would say Ghost of Tsushima a little bit.
Yeah, and then there's some cool traversing too, and it's kind of like Cyberpunk 2 along with the ninja. These look like
Yeah.
droids.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, and there were I retweeted another video where he's traversing up the level. See here's the other video. Look, I gotta
Mhm.
follow this game. Look at that. Looks pretty cool. Indie games are where it's at right now. You know.
Oh yeah, that is a fact.
Oh, this is hilarious. Let me see if there's. I love kittens. Look at this. Use the force to make him fall off the.
Let's see that. God.
Okay. Oh, my fax return was accepted. Oh, this looks amazing. This is good news. Look, would you be so someone's asked you know what? I have so much good news. It's 2:30. We got to get to the mailbag. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I-
yeah. I think we should just get to the mailbag, Max, because it's already like run past 7 in the
yeah,
morning here.
I'm going to
So
I'm going to watch this first. The science girl says yes or no, would you be okay? This looks amazing that you could put cheese on a sandwich like this. And then we're going to go to the mailbag. But look at this. This is a thing of beauty. They heat the cheese like this. All right. They tilt it and they slide that hot cheese right on your sandwich. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Would you be who in the chat would be up for this? I would totally. That's on a ciabatta roll. That looks great. Okay. Enough with
Alright.
Twitter. Enough with Twitter.
mailbag.
Mailbag. All right, Jacob helped us out. So let's bring it up here. Rhea says I'll eat that entire cheese. And I realized it's almost I can't be streaming until 3 in the morning for me. Okay, let's see. I'm doing a making sure we get a few people, Jacob. So I scroll ahead just to see if anyone else. So Talati, you're in the mail. Thank you, Talati. I appreciate you in the mailbag too. I love it. If you're a panelist, I would appreciate if you leave something in the mailbag too. So Taladia says thoughts on Iron Man and Black Panther getting a open world games from EA Games. I knew the Black Panther game with Captain America, right?
Yeah.
But they're getting he's getting another game too?
So Black Panther's getting his very own solo game, and
Yes.
it's by Cliffhanger Games, and EA are part of it. And apparently, according to job listings, it's an open world game. Same with the Iron Man game; it's going to be open world.
Okay. That's
So,
cool. So we're getting 2 Black Panther games or 3?
We're getting 2 different Black Panther games. One of them is set in the 1940s.
Yeah.
Which is with Captain America, and a solo Black Panther game, which is not connected to Skydance Media. This is done by EA.
That's awesome. I'm very happy. And Iron Man.
And Iron Man, yes, which is done by
I
EA.
bought Iron Man 2 or 1 for the PS3 or 360, and I haven't played it yet. I want to go back and play some of the old Marvel games. You know that there's a Captain America game for the PS3, Xbox 360. It's really good. That I played a little bit of, and Wolverine. Forget about it. And that one's rising in costs. That Wolverine game for X-Men Origins. The game is better than the movie. Like the storyline, the action. King's Port Cal, $2 asks, why did I make this channel? Well, good question, Cal. When I helped out my wife who did toy and doll reviews, I really got into that. Like if you see me opening blind bags and boxes, I enjoy it. I love toys, dolls, plushies, collectibles, and I was really into it. And then she slowed down, unfortunately, when there was a family illness going around. She just wasn't feeling it. And I started to do mine. I always collected video games, and I was going to highlight my steelbook collection. And the first name of this channel was actually Family Movie Gaming Tech and Toy Reviews. And all I did at the start, I think there might still be some videos on the channel way back, was I was like opening and doing steelbook unboxings, talking about collecting steelbooks and movies. And then The Last Jedi came out, and I was really upset. And I started ranting on The Last Jedi. And then I started just getting more aggressive with my hot takes and stuff, and I just changed it up. But I'm more right now, I'm more back to thank you for the question, Cal. It's actually really helps to look back and reevaluate where you are right now, because I think I've done that we've done that together, me and Claudia on the stream, where you were,
Mhm.
are, and where you want to be. And I think I've done full circle on my channel where I talk more about loving entertainment and collecting, even though it's not steel books. I collect cassette tapes and VHS tapes again. I'm not collecting steel books. Every once in a while, I collect this. I only got 2 steel books last year. It has to be something really special. And you know what one of them was, Taladia?
What?
The Snyder Cut.
Yep.
Because I'm like, I cannot not have this steel book. And then the other one was Prey by Dan Trachtenberg, the Predator movie, because um, during the acquisition of Fox from Disney and releasing it, it was cool that that was getting a physical release. It wasn't a sure thing with Disney. And I've been following Dan Trachtenberg, the director, for years. I'm a huge Dan Trachtenberg fan because he inspired me to make my channel Movie Talk too, to get into Movie Talk back in the day. He's one of the OGs even before John Campia. The Totally Rad Show. They had 3 friends talking about movies, video games, and entertainment. And they did that show for a long time. And then he stopped doing it because he started directing movies. And he's having success. So I really want I have Prey and the other physical 4K Blu-ray that I got last year was Rhea sent me a copy of one of my favorite DC movies in recent years is Black Adam. And the reason I love it so much, I'm a fan of The Rock, but I really liked it was the closest thing to having another Justice League movie because it was the JSA, getting a group of superheroes together, seeing Hawkman, Dr. Fate all together. I wish they would bring back Hawkman and Dr. Fate. I really love that movie, Black Adam. I have to watch it again. I have the copy in my room, so I can watch it anytime. Thanks to Rhea, got me so those are only like those are the only Blu-rays or 4Ks I got last year. So thanks for the question. That's great. Okay, getting back to the mailbag. I'm only going to do one of Anthony's questions for tonight. Max, would you rather eat a hot dog with marshmallow fluff or oatmeal with mayonnaise? I like mayonnaise only on occasion and lightly. And I love tuna fish and there's mayonnaise and tuna. So mayonnaise could be great. Mayonnaise on the wrong thing is disgusting to me. Heck no. I love hot dogs, and sweet and salty sometimes goes together. I actually may eat a hot dog with marshmallow fluff on it just to see what it's like. I love hot dogs. I actually just got some natural casing hot dogs from Costco today. So I might actually try that, Anthony. I might put some marshmallow fluff on my hot dog. But my preferred method is mustard, ketchup and mustard. Yeah, I like a little bit of mayo on just like a lunch meat sandwich. Um, okay, Cal, I get your point. Okay. Uh, oh, this is interesting from Jacob. Top 10 movie franchises at the box office. MCU 29.7 billion. Wow. Star Wars 10.3 billion. Wizarding World 9.5 billion. Spider-Man on its own is almost 9 billion. That's kind of surprising, huh? Taladia.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just half awake.
Sorry,
about,
if you want to head out, you can. I'm about
yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
Go,
I'm just gonna head to bed because
yeah,
I need to sleep.
thank you, Taladia. Go sub to Taladia.
Guys, yeah,
Let me bring up your channel here.
okay.
I appreciate you being on with me. Yeah, get some
Yeah,
sleep, brother.
I
I'm sorry.
didn't wanna keep you alone, so
No, I'm okay to be alive. I appreciate you being here, but yeah. Here, go sub to Taladia if you haven't. There you go. Great guy. Yeah, everyone's saying good night. So get some rest, man. I'm gonna
alright,
end soon anyway, but get some rest.
alright,
We'll
I'll
talk
talk to you
soon.
later. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you later, Max.
All right.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye. All right, so we'll do a few more questions here. So I was pretty surprised by Spider-Man, James Bond, 7.8 million, Avengers, just the Avengers is 7.7, Fast and Furious 7.3, DCEU 7.1 billion. That should be higher. That should be over 10. Batman on its own 6.7 and X-Men 6 billion. That's cool. All right, I'll answer one more from Anthony Beltry. Would you rather have to sleep in a swamp every night or under a staircase that smelled like what? Anthony, I don't like the smell of that. So I'm gonna go with the swamp, and I'll become Swamp Thing, and then I could be in James Gunn's DCU. Uh, Jacob says thoughts on Monkey Man releases on digital platforms on April 23rd. Really? I had no idea. No idea that it's also. I want to see it in the theater, but that's coming up. I gotta get it. I gotta get to the theater. Jacob says thoughts on Warner Brothers has hit 1 billion at the international box office. First studio to reach this milestone in 2024. Getting there in just 15 weeks, besting the 17 weeks it took in 2018. That's great. I'm not a fan of Zaslav, but the people making content at Warner Brothers, that's very good for, and I'm happy for it. Now, if we could get DC back on track, I'm not getting exactly what I wanted, but if it's going to be good, I'm not going to complain. And I do like James Gunn. So I'm very happy that they're also filming Peacemaker season 2 right now, that they are actually shooting a Superman movie. That's great to hear, And Batman's in good hands too. They have the Penguin show. We're going to eventually have Batman 2. So the Batman 2. So I'm really happy. And we're getting all the stuff with the X-Men coming out, Fantastic Four, the MCU. I couldn't be happier. Superhero genre is not gone. They just had to reevaluate. Every industry, when they have the success like the MCU and superhero movies have, they keep pushing until they see where they start having diminishing returns and oversaturation. Video game industry's done this. The toy industry's done this. The music industry's done this. They all do it. When they get like a runaway success, they try to emulate that and make as many versions of that similar product as possible until they get to an oversaturation part, and then they pull it back and reevaluate, and quality starts coming back all the time. Now, unfortunately, like toys, they start, and when I covered it, they were starting to skimp on the quality. But I don't think that entertainment industry can do that. They have to bring the quality to keep continuing. Yeah, it's a definitely. You know how much comics are going for? It's not just going to disappear. It's just the good stuff's going to come. And thanks, Mary. I appreciate you being back. Like seeing you around. Thank you, Cal, Rhea, Anthony, Nat. Check out the Jump Ship, which is like a sci-fi Sea of Thieves. That's awesome. Strange. Fallen Gemini, RJ. Okay. Appreciate you all being here. I do need to get to bed. I have 15 minutes till 3. I gotta get ready for the work week. I hope you all have a great day. Hopefully a member stream will be at a reasonable time next week. I appreciate you sticking with me, and I appreciate all the support. Take it easy, everyone.